Hi, this is Marsha. Welcome back to Markets of Sunshine. And today we are going to make an altered book Rolodex together. So I've been seeing this for quite a couple of years now, and I saw ladies doing it and decorating it with butterflies, and I absolutely love butterflies, but you can decorate them up any way that you want to. So to get started, you just need a book. And a book that is of a mid to moderate size. For starting off, I would not jump into one with 500 pages. If you can find one around 300 pages, that would be the ideal starting place. And then you have something that's a little easier for you to work with. And so I think that that's for me is what I'm seeing from all the videos I've watched already of other people making them and what they're doing and how they're doing it. Now I'm folding page by page. I'm not going to fold 2 or 3 over. I've seen some that do it that way, and it really doesn't seem to matter if you do them one by one or if you fold over 2 or 3 at a time. So what I've gathered is when they were doing it and folding it over one by one, there were less pages, but if there's more pages, then that's where I noticed that they would do 2 or 3 at a time, obviously to cut down on the bulk and time of having to fold them one by one by one. So this book has 228 pages, and I am folding them, like I said, one by one because I want to do it in both techniques. So this one is going to be, because it's fewer pages, I'm doing it page by page. But once I get to a book, if I decide to use a book that has 500 pages, let's just say, then I will try the method of doing 2 and 3 pages, and then when I will do that together as well. So this book, like I said, so find you a book that has like roughly less than 300 pages and just start folding. So I'm going to finish folding this, and then I will be back and we'll start decorating it. Okay, now all of the pages have been folded, and like I showed you in the beginning, I went to the halfway point of the book based on the number of pages. Folded ones toward this cover, fold the others toward that cover. And now that's all complete, and as you can see, they're all really nice. Now, if I were to try to fold this back piece cover up, then, I mean, you can still get your fingers in between it, but it's like really tight and snug. So I'm not going to go that extreme. Now I have my little side pieces already cut out, and so instead of laying it like this, like I said, flat all the way, I do want a little bit of snugness to it. So you have to cut your template based on how tight you want those pages to be. So I'm just looking here to see, where did I actually... Okay, right there. Okay, so I have my little templates cut. So now holding it right there, see, you can still get in here, so that's not a problem. So this is the angle that I want to use. And what I use, the back of our paper pads, that is a thicker cardboard, that's what I'm using. And so I just have to get this all positioned into place and then take it from there. But that step is coming soon, but not yet. Okay, so the next step is to pick out your fabric that you want to cover your book with. So I'm using a vintage feed sack material, and since this is basically going to be laying on a shelf, you're not really going to see it. And, you know, maybe this part back here, depending, you know, I'm probably going to have to prop this up somewhere also. So your fabric really doesn't matter. It just depends on what you want to do, what you want to use. And I wanted to use something that was a thicker cotton. I didn't want to use a thin cotton. So I went ahead and picked up the feed sack. And then I showed you in the beginning, don't fold in your cover page, whatever that technical name is. I don't remember right off the bat. Okay, and then you want to cut your fabric at least an inch over. So you have that overage. And then fold in your corners first. Let me show you. Then you can come here and fold this down, and then you get a nice corner there on the end. So you don't have to cut the fabric and try to miter that, and then you might get an open gap or something. So then just leave it like that. And then I'm going to show you the same thing with this edge part here. We're going to bring this in, and so I only need to trim this outside piece right here, and then it's going to fold up under here, and then our little piece right here. So this is where actually I'm going to trim it. So you want to cut it here. Make sure you're seeing this. So cut it right here at the spine, within that hole of the spine where the pages are all sewn together, and then we're going to tuck the fabric into that hole. Okay, so you with me on that? Okay, so first let's do this. So let's gonna snip right there even, and don't cut your book, even with that spine. Okay, so that's the first step. Spin it around, and then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Make sure you can see, put your finger there so that you can see where you need to cut it. And then this piece, which that's too sharp of a point, then this piece, this is one of those wood skewers, will be tucked into this hole. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now whatever adhesive that you like to use, then you can use that. Whether it's our glitter glue, there's so many different ones that are available, and I'm using my Aleene's tacky glue because that's the one I love to use. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is fold in these corners, but the first thing I'm going to do is get this page out of the way before I glue it accidentally. So I'm just going to use a roll of washi to hold that up, out of the way. And then we are going to put the glue on the fabric. Bring that in. Try to keep it in at the point. And then put glue over here, which I should have put it on the fabric as well, before I get ahead of myself. Okay. Just using the wax paper so that I can smooth it down without it getting glue all over my fingers. Okay, so now let me see. Okay, so now if I do that, I can come over here, and we need another roll of washi. Let me see, I have a small roll. Let me see if this will work. Otherwise I'll have to get another one of the bigger rolls. Ah, that works. Okay. And then, trying to keep this where you can see it. I'm running out of room here on my desk to slide it over. Okay, there you can see it. Okay, now we're just going to do the same thing and put the fabric glue here on this part. Then fold that up like so. didn't cut that as... Alright, but that's all we need to do for now. Okay. Okay, next is to bring in those side pieces. And so we're going to put glue, let me see here now. Okay. All right. Yep. So more or less right now here on this angle and this angle. So you know you're bending it on that triangle. Put some a little bit here. And then here, across the back. This is when you need an extra pair of hands. There we go. Okay. Beginning to take shape, you're getting the point as to what it is we are doing. And then now this, you see, will go down on there. With those pages folded, it's very, very snug as a bug in a rug. Okay, bring that there. Alright, so now I'm going to put some glue under here. Okay, and some glue under here. Down there. You don't need to worry about putting glue back under there because the book pages are going to hold that into place. But you want to get it on top. Okay. I'm not going to go out all the way of the edge because I want to see where is the paper actually going to land, and then I will come over here and put it actually on the top of this. Okay, just like that. Isn't that cool? So that liner page is actually comes in perfect handy for this, what we want to accomplish. Okay, now slide it back over. Okay. And now we're going to do the same thing on this side. Get our washi roll out of the way. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is fold this, glue this down. Get stuff out of the way. Okay, so then this is going to fold here. Okay, so I want to put some glue here, a little bit here. Everything has to be precisely thought out so that you are making sure you're folding it the right way, and all that glue could not be avoided, but I will get it off of me in a second. Okay, now, same thing as before, we're going to take this piece and we're going to fold it up under there so we can go ahead and put our glue. Okay, a little glue out here. And then glue onto this fabric. Glue onto the top edge of this paper. I am really excited that I finally ventured in to make one of these, because I had been wanting to, but it just looked like it was too big of a project, and I thought, eh. But now that I've seen and watched video after video after video, I said I can do it. So I'm going to show my audience how to do one, and then you guys will be motivated to do one yourself. Okay, let's turn this back around. Get this smoothed back down. And we can decorate this further, so this blue paper is not the end of it. That's just the beginning. So the first step is just to cover up that fabric that we folded over, okay? But then we will be decorating this beautifully with fabrics and other beautiful papers and cardstock and what have you. Okay, so there you go. Next, we have to tuck in the two little flaps on the end. As soon as I get all this glue wiped off of me. Okay, now, as I was saying before, okay, so we're going to take, and I don't know, I'm going to try to stick a little bit of, let me just put it in there first before I gum it all up with glue. Okay, so here's that little piece, and we're going to, let's use the pointy end, and we're going to just hide him down in there, okay, just like that. Easy as pie. Turn this one around. Okay. Okay, this one's a little trickier because not quite as much space for some reason as the other side, but there we go. Okay. So that's why you want a tool like this, but you don't want anything sharp. You want this blunt end. See? Look. Gorgeous! See how easy that was? Absolutely perfect. Smart, smart, smart. So thank you to the lady that I watched that showed how to do that. Okay. There we have it. So I will show you on the cover. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful feed sack, flowers, birds, and I love this stitching, quilting look to it already as well. And with this as well, it doesn't matter which way you want to do it. So the covers and the direction that the pages are going, it does not matter. So when you look through here, of course, this is the right side if you were, you know, so that you can read it. So in that sense, I would think that, okay, I would like it to be where the pages are, you know, not upside down. So that's cool. All right, so this was the first stage, and then I'm going to let all of this dry, and then depending on the length of this video, so this may be a part 1, and then we'll do part 2. We'll be decorating the inside, front, and back covers, and then embellishing this. So it could be a part 2 video. So thank you so much for being here with me today. Keep creating in the sunshine, and we will do a part 2. Bye-bye.